Hi, hello beautiful souls. I am so excited to be here to record this video. So I've been thinking I really want to start recording some YouTube videos and also a podcast video. And I'm really going out of my comfort zone with this because I've always been self-conscious about my voice. If you don't know me, I am hard of hearing, so I always think I have that voice. This year is all about going out of my comfort zone, and this is about really challenging my limiting beliefs. My limiting beliefs are just beliefs that I come up with or that I've been conditioned based on how I was raised or how people perceive me, so I took it as truth. So that's kind of the topic that I want to dive in today, is talking about limiting beliefs, because limiting beliefs, we all have them. We all have that voice in our house that telling us that we're not good enough, that we can't do things, or that we are, for example, that I am hard of hearing, deaf, so therefore people won't take me seriously because I'm less than, I can't speak that well. My grammar, I'm a mixture of ASL, American Sign Language, and English, spoken English. So sometimes I will mix the two when I'm talking at the same time with signing. There's a thing with semicom, that's another topic. Semicom, I speak and sign at the same time. That's how I was naturally raised. I'm involved in both the hearing world and the deaf and hard of hearing world, and I never felt like I fit in any of these worlds. But I've been very involved in the deaf and hard of hearing community when I moved here in Colorado, and so being in that community, I dived in, I felt accepted, but at the same time, because I wasn't fully deaf, because I didn't go to a certain school, or because I didn't have deaf parents, I'm not elite, that still feel inclusive with that community. And where the hearing community, I'm different. I speak different, I sound different, I can be funny, quirky, and I don't really show that much that side of myself when I'm in the deaf community or the hearing community. And that comes down from my limiting beliefs, and I was ridiculed, I've been bullied, I've been made fun of all through school. I dived in the manifesting, spirituality, the subconscious mind programming world, where I kind of learned the science and the magic of the spirituality part of everything. And a huge part of that, in order to manifest, in order to really jump into your higher self, you have to work through your limiting beliefs. And these limiting beliefs, like I said, is conditioned, is taught to us. It's based on what we've been hearing, seeing repeatedly, to the point where we deem it as truth. Is fact. So especially when we're between the ages of 0 to 7, we don't really have that ability to filter out or challenge the concept, challenge the logic of it. We really trust what we see, what we hear from our parents, our teachers, what we learn from other peers, what we hear on social media, the news, on television, really everything. So when we take in, we absorb all that information when we're younger than 7. Like our brains are like a sponge. We absorb everything. So limiting beliefs can be based on that age. Limiting beliefs can be passed on from generations. Limiting beliefs can be passed on from your past lives, or it could be your present life, something recently. So for example, like I had a limiting belief about money. So that's a huge like journey for myself. Like from when I was little, I can remember like we had to scramble for money. However, like my mom is so strong that she managed to get us through with just a little bit. And so I, even though I was exposed to like, no, we can't afford that, no, we can't do that, we can't buy that, no, 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 I received a lot of no's when I was young. So that also impacted me as I get older, because I'm like, yes, 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 I want everything, because I'm trying to nurture that inner child in me. Like, yes, you can have everything, like let me love myself, let me get all this abundance, all these things. But at the same time, with that mindset, I'm living in scarcity as well. So I'm still working through my financial beliefs, knowing that like money is limitless. There's so much money to go by, and I don't need to live in that scarcity, worrying that I'm gonna run out of money, or just like buying everything just because I'm afraid it's not gonna give me that worthiness or give me that feeling of fulfillment. So that's something that I've been working through with my limiting beliefs. So with limiting belief, it's a big topic now, especially with the full moon in Pisces and the eclipse season. And we recently just got done with Mercury retrograde, so oh my gosh, I was in a whole lot of feels during that retrograde, and I've been pretty quiet on social media. I've been in hyper speed posting, I've been sharing, I've been, you know, I felt like I had so much energy and it was just go, 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 until Mercury retrograde came and boom, I hit a brick wall, and all the limiting beliefs came up. Like, I'm not good enough, people are making fun of me, why am I wasting my time doing this? Like, nobody's gonna take me seriously. Like, I'm gaining weight. Like, I feel shit about myself. Am I worthy of love? Like, should I continue my relationship with Brock? Like, I feel like Brock can find someone better than me. Like, I was just critical of myself. I kept putting myself down. And I'm just thinking like, stop, 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 stop. And luckily, I had the tools and the mindset to really keep myself up on the surface. Like, keep swimming above the surface, not letting myself drown. And I'm really grateful for the work that I've learned and done in spirituality, with subconscious programming, with mindset, with health. So all up until now, it really gave me that ability to like just swim, be calm, like not spiral, and just get myself in a deep hole. And so with this work, I'm like, okay, like focus, Jessica. This is, you know what to do. I use this time to really take a step back from posting all the time and really preserve my energy, rest, sleep, like really cherish my sleep and not feeling guilty about it. And this is huge for me as a projector. If you guys are into human design, it's kind of similar to astrology, but it's more science-based. It's more based on your like chakras and everything about you. So it helps you understand your personality better and how to use that tool to gain who you are. Like you can't change who you are. So instead of trying to be like someone else who had that energy, like really cherish the energy that I have. So projectors are known to cherish the rest. They have a different kind of energy about them. They really are vibrating. They can really take in other people's energy. They're very sensitive, so they feel really drained often if they're around the wrong kind of energy, the wrong type of people. So with that, we have to use that time alone to recharge, rest, sleep. So I've been sleeping, I've been resting, I've been really kind of diving in the foundations of my habits. And I teach all about habits, all about subconscious programming in my course. So it was interesting to implement what I've been teaching to my students, but at the same time going back to the basics, the foundation of habit setting, because I've been go, but also I felt like so disconnected from my body. So using that foundation, I was able to like realign with my body, to ground myself, to really like feel my body in the present, to feel my energy in the present. And you know, feeling bad about my health, the way that I look, like, well, if I'm complaining about that, that's going nowhere. So I need to do something about it. So doing something about it means waking up earlier after a good night's sleep of rest, waking up, use that time to exercise, like tracking macros, like eating enough protein, eating enough fiber, fruits, vegetables, and adding more movement through my day. So I've been walking my dogs almost every day. So I was really focusing on like moving my body, moving my energy, like moving those thoughts. Because if you stay still and not move, not do anything, and you just stuck in your thoughts, in your feelings, it's just gonna build up before you like explode. And not even that, oftentimes we suppress it, we suppress, like no, we feel guilty, we feel shame, like why am I feeling this way, like no, you stalk on it, but you still like push it down because you feel bad. But that's only going to hold that energy in your body. You're not going to release it. So therefore, those limiting beliefs is just going to stay in your subconscious mind, and they'll come out anytime that you're trying to get a step forward. And that's only gonna hinder your progress if you're trying to excel in something. And so I've been really using this time to just, okay, let's get back to the basics. Let's work out, let's have fun, let's enjoy life, let's just be calm. I've been journaling. So journaling, I've been letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs and was able to identify why these limiting beliefs came up. And I thought like I cleared them all out, but it's still like in there. So instead of just like thinking about it, sometimes we just need to get it out. So get it out by putting it on paper. And I highly recommend doing this, especially when you're just like overthinking, just constantly going, worrying about every little thing, and you just cannot just let go. So writing them down, putting them down on paper will help you process the thought and challenge the thoughts and beliefs that come up. And I highly recommend writing it down than just typing, because when you write them down, you're writing it slowly to get in tune with your subconscious mind. And sometimes when you're typing, you're just typing too fast, so you're not really getting in tune with your subconscious mind. So when you're writing them down, you're trying to process with your conscious mind, your front lobe, you are slow, so that kicks in the subconscious mind to like challenge, to add on a few snippets, and then like, oh, this is the reason why you are feeling this way, this is what you need to do. That's what we call downloads. So we often have downloads that come through like, oh, okay, now I feel better. Now this gives me a resolution of how to deal with all this shit that's going on in my life. Okay, I feel better. So let's close it up and then take the action to work through whatever is going on in your life. And everything in life, everything in the world, the universe is energy. Like we are energy. We're made up of atoms. And if you want to get science-based, if you look really close to an atom, like using the right tools to microscope right through, it's not solid matter like we believe it is. Like if you look at a house, you think it's solid, but actually if you look really up close, it's made of a bunch of atoms. An atom, if you look up even closer, is actually made up of mostly of vast space, empty space, and it's just energy. So we are vibrating energy. Everything around us is energy. Trees, plants, the sun, everything is energy. So our thoughts, our voice, everything is energy, and that's how manifesting works. So when you think in terms of what you want, what you desire, it has to be an energetic match to that same vibrating frequency. So let's just say you want $1 million. The $1 million, that abundance of actually receiving that is energy. So thinking of yourself, if you had $1 million, how would you think? Like how secure would you feel? How would you feel comfortable? Like knowing like your life is good, you don't have any financial stress or worry, like money is just flowing in. Knowing that in that state, in that frequency being, is totally different than you in the present tense, where you might not have $1 million. So let's just say you have $10,000 in your savings, but you're just scrambling to make ends meet. You're like paying the bill, like you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you want to save for a home, but it's just like dwindling up. So that frequency, that worrying, that wonder, like, will I get by? Will I be able to afford food? Like, something else gonna come up? If my car gonna break down, I'm gonna have to spend money on that. So that mindset, that energy, that frequency is not a match to you as someone who has $1 million. So that's a whole another episode in regards to with manifesting. But this applies to limiting beliefs, because your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs are your frequency. So anything that you think will happen to you and for you. If you think, oh, everything bad happened to me, everything bad will happen to you. If you're worrying that people are gonna like screw you over, you will end up screwing over other people first and before they hurt you. So you're manifesting that screw. You are worried that you're gonna get into a car accident. You're constantly worrying. Every time you get in a car, you're like, I'm gonna worry that my car's gonna break down, someone's gonna hit me. You're like, So that frantic energy is gonna cause other people bump into you or get into a car accident. Or not even that. The universe is like, I'm gonna pop your tire. Okay, car breakdown. Sorry, you need a tow. So when you think of bad things happening to you before it happened to you, it will happen. So that's why we always say, like, why did this always happen to me? It's because you manifested it. So instead of using that toxic energy to think limiting beliefs, to think of all the bad things that could happen to you, instead just think of all the good things that could happen to you and will happen to you. So think abundant, think wealth, think love, think expansive, think of everything possible for you, allowing yourself to shift to more empowering beliefs instead. So with limiting beliefs, whatever they are, we all have them. So first step is to really have the awareness. What limiting beliefs do you have? What do you need to clear from your subconscious mind? What do you need to challenge instead? I mean, no one likes to dwell on the no, the can't, the impossible, and the envy, look at other people and was just like, oh, why can't my life be like that? No one wants to live like that, and you don't have to. So it all began with the awareness, really knowing exactly what limiting beliefs you have. Write them down, list them out, and try to separate it in categories: career, success, money, wealth, love, relationship. Could be friendship if you're struggling to make friends. It could be anything in categories, and think about like what thoughts come up for you that's telling you you can't achieve that, or it's impossible for you to achieve that. So listing them out will help you identify, okay, these limiting beliefs, like I had this since I was a kid, and you might not even remember where or when these limiting beliefs come up for you, but to recognize, to acknowledge that these are your limiting beliefs. And I don't want you to copy anyone else. I don't want you to Google most common limiting belief. Really dive deep and really think about like, okay, what's coming up for me? And it doesn't have to be right now, right at this moment when you're journaling. Like sometimes it can feel bored, like I'm drawing a blank, I don't remember. So that's where your consciousness, your awareness occurs throughout your day-to-day life. And that's all about doing this work, is being attentive to your action, attentive to your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, taking notice what's coming up for you. Because we're all run on automated habits. We run 90% on subconscious behaviors, habits, where we don't even think about doing the thing. We just naturally go with the flow, just on autopilot. But that's where the real challenge, the real work begins, is where you pay attention. Like, okay, I notice like I'm grabbing that bag of chips, I'm grabbing it, but am I hungry or am I just stressed? I'm grabbing it because it gives me comfort. Okay, let me grab a cucumber and hummus dip instead. That's more healthier for me. Or maybe I'm stressed, like maybe I need to go for a walk and not just grab and eat a bag of chips. So that's where your consciousness, your awareness come into play. Paying attention, like, oh shit, like why do I fall for these bad habits? It's because it gives me comfort in the moment, but it's really doing me harm in the long run, because this is not someone I see as myself who is successful or in shape, who's fit or has a family. Like, why am I just slouching, being lazy, watching TV when I'm not being productive with my life? So taking that awareness throughout your day-to-day. So as you're doing something, if a limiting belief comes up to your mind and it's just like, hey, you suck, like what are you doing, you're so weird, people are gonna make fun of you, like you can't do that, why are you doing that, oh you're fat, like you don't look good in that outfit, like why are you thinking those thoughts? Like that's your ego talking to you, and that is just automated because you've been replaying the same thought. It's what is familiar, so it's not true. Those thoughts are not true. It's just automated. You're just replaying it, processing in your mind, to where the point is like it's become a habit. Your limiting beliefs are a habit. So in order to train, rewire, reprogram, you have to challenge the belief. So finding the opposite of that belief. So whatever that come up for you, write it down. Like, shit, like this comes up for me, I need to release it. Okay, so whatever that limiting belief, come up with an opposite empowering belief. So if it's like, I am not worthy to make an abundance of money because I'm afraid my friends won't accept me. I'm afraid that I'm leaving behind my friends. But in reality, everyone has room for abundance. I can actually teach them how they can generate some income on their own, how they can really get that abundance on their own. There's plenty of money to go around, so I'm not leaving them behind. I'm actually could be inspiring to them, because we all surround ourselves with people that we want to grow, to promote, to challenge ourselves. So I can be an advantage for them instead. So that's just an example of a limiting belief and an empowering belief. And so as you identify those limiting beliefs and get the opposite of the empowering belief, it's gonna take time to train your subconscious mind to believe it. Because right now, we've been so conditioned. We've been having a habit of replaying the negative limiting belief. So it's going to take time to build that wire, you know, that neuron, that fire together, wire together. So think of it like a dirt road. It's not traveled. So there's gravel. Not a lot of people run on this road. So it's bumpy. They have some rocks in the way, probably a tree broken down. So it's tough to travel that road. Same thing with your subconscious belief. If it's something uncomfortable, something new, it's not familiar, it's gonna take effort, conscious effort to push through and travel through that dirt road. And over time, with repetition, with consistency, constantly, that road will become more and more well traveled. So it becomes like a dirt road up to a regular road, paved, one-way street, now two-way street, now a highway, so 4-lane highway. So yeah, it's gonna take time before it becomes familiar, becomes comfortable, becomes well traveled to where that is your new belief. And yeah, as you're working through, your limiting belief is gonna pop up. Hey, I remember me, like, you suck, you can't do that, like, what are you doing? Like, it's impossible, you're doing this, like, come on, let's get back into the comfort zone. And that's your ego. That's your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, your ego role is, purpose is to keep you safe. And it's keeping you safe by doing what's familiar. Ever since this time, if you're like lazy, watching TV, not doing anything, like you have all these goals and dreams and aspirations, but like, where's the motivation? Oh, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know, I'm making excuses, like, oh, my computer's not working, I don't have money, I'll just do it later, I need to buy another program, I need to learn more, I need to research before I could do that. So being that, knowing your ego, like, oh, you're so safe right now, let's not do that. Let's not jump into that dream and goal. I think that's dangerous. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna become bankrupt, you're gonna lose friends. Like, don't even bother going there. You're comfortable where you are, you're safe, nothing bad happens, right? So let's just stay right here. So your ego is gonna peek in your limiting beliefs to help you, not really helping you, but to hold you in the comfort zone. Even though the comfort zone is toxic, maybe you're eating, stress eating, like, okay, but you're safe, there's no animal out to attack you, there's no stress coming out to get after you, but ironically, you're probably stressed with work, you're stressed eating, you're stressed about money, you're stressed about life because you're not happy, and that's because you're addicted. Your ego's addicted to that conditioning, to that comfort zone, and it feels comfortable because it's what you know, it's what you're familiar with, so you keep on doing the same shit over and over again to keep you in the comfort zone, to keep you stuck. So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There is a way out. And it starts with your limiting beliefs. It starts with awareness. Really identifying, okay, these are my thoughts. These are my beliefs. How can I challenge it? Is it true? What evidence can I determine that it is true? Did anything happen in my life that evidence? Okay, was it just one situation or multiple situations? why do I apply one for all? Like, you have to ask yourself questions and really challenge the belief and identify, like, okay, what can I do to challenge it? Because knowing that limiting beliefs are not true, even empowering beliefs are not true. It's whatever you deem as truth. So you can choose what you want to believe as true. So why choose the negative? Why hinder your progress, hinder your strong, empowering being? Like, why can't you be that person, that vibrating, energetic, successful being? Why can't you? So why waste your energy on those constant negative beliefs? Yeah, it's gonna take conscious effort and work to really retrain and shift to the empowering beliefs. And start small. You can, and what I mean by starting small is by taking action. Action will show proof of your empowering beliefs. And it's gonna show proof that the limiting belief is fake, it's not true. So you need to take the action. So for example, you think that you always fail. Like, okay, well, what are some ways where I can show up and show myself that I win, like I'm successful? I could do a presentation at work, I can play a sport, I could get involved in sport, but at the same time, am I afraid of failure? Is that a fear that I need to work through? That trauma, like body trauma, comes up to where I'm risking failing because I'm risking people making fun of me. What's that fear come from? So what you can do to challenge that belief is fail on purpose. Fail on purpose. Apply for a college, a university, Harvard, Yale. Just apply. Apply for fun. Apply just to receive that rejection letter. And then try different things just knowing that you will fail. So you can bet on a sport, like, I'm gonna bet. You had no idea anything about the players, anything about the team, nothing. But you bet some money if you want, I don't know, or just bet. And then fail, lose money, that's okay. You win because you failed. But you're training your subconscious mind that it's okay to fail. It's not gonna make you anything less than. It's not the end of the world. It's not gonna kill you. Because your subconscious mind, your ego wants to keep you safe. So when you fail, they think it's gonna hurt you. But you just need to train, like, I'm fine. This is cool. Like, I know I failed, that's okay. And I just know abundance and more things will come to me. But as long as I try, I have to try in order to fail. And I will fail 100 times before I win one thing. And that's okay. Maybe that's the case, but that's okay. But it's better than not trying at all, because you fail if you don't take the action. Really pay attention to what comes up. You know, bring yourself to your body, because sometimes we're so lost in our thoughts. It's like, oh, time just flew by. What was I thinking? What was I doing? I did this whole thing and just like, I don't remember. Like, time just flew by. So really bring yourself back to your body. Really pay attention. Okay, is my action productive? What thoughts are coming up? Why are they coming up? So as you identify the limiting beliefs, challenge them. Find evidence. Is this true? Why? Where does it come from? Is it generational? Is it my childhood? Is it recently? Where did it come from? and then try to label it with an empowering belief. And that's the law of vacuum. If you remove something, naturally it will be replaced with something else. So be in control by replacing it with an empowering belief. Because if you remove a limiting belief, possible the universe will just replace it with another limiting belief. So no, you're gonna take charge of your life. You're the creator of your life. We all are creators of our life. If you want to manifest that dream life, you have to create it. So you create it by your thoughts. You create it by your beliefs. You're creating that frequency because your thoughts and your beliefs are your frequency. So when you're in a frequency vibrating mass to the very thing that you want, that being, the higher self, you have to become that higher self now. Be that frequency now. And you start with your thoughts and your beliefs. Think, act, show up as that higher self as you are right now. And it's gonna take work. It's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna take consistent effort, retraining your subconscious mind to believe the new belief. And yeah, you might fall back into your old habits, but that's okay. That's part of the process. Don't have guilt, don't have shame, don't beat yourself up for it. That's not the purpose. You want to love yourself. It's just like, alright girl, let's snap out of it, get back on track. It's okay. And sometimes we need rest. We need to like chill, not do anything, not think, not just whatever. Take a break from our habit. That's okay. Sometimes we need that mental break, that energy break. When you're ready, recharge, rest up, then get back on track. Do the work. And so as you do the work, and you could do consistent work on your limiting belief, and little by little, start noticing, I have nothing to fear. Oh, I just did that naturally. I know myself. I believe in myself. I don't have that limiting belief or that self-talk like holding me back. Not anymore. Not anymore. So take the work, do the work, and I know this, you're gonna go so far in life. And it all starts with your limiting beliefs. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or any topics that you want me to cover, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm hoping to start posting more videos and podcast episodes. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna see if I can do both at the same time using this. But yeah, it's been fun. I love you.